just
hilarious.
He's gonna leave you in stitches. You're just not gonna know what hit you. It's like a freight train of funny just barreling down the tracks right at you, and you're about to get hit.
Watch out!
Anyway, this is called Connelly. What's up? Madison Square Garden, I'm finally here. For those of you watching at home, they just made it look like my high school. Don't worry about it. Alright, so let's get this thing started. It's been a big year in stand-up for me, big year. I've been performing from here all the way to Los Angeles, and whenever I went to Los Angeles, I was still 17. And all of the places there to really do stand-up, you have to be 18 to get in. So I wasn't even legally allowed to be there, but I was like, oh, I'm all the way from Louisiana, can you please just maybe let me do a small set? And the guy who was running the thing, he was like, Louisiana is basically a third world country, so sure, I'd love to give you a shot. And so that was pretty great, so, all right. I'm moving on now. I have been watching a lot of TV recently. That is a big surprise to a lot of people. Not really. So, I've seen a lot of commercials, and that's what I'm probably going to be talking about a lot. So, there's this one commercial that I've seen. It's for a product called 5 Hour Energy. Have any of y'all heard of this? Anybody?
Yeah!
Okay, who of y'all have tried it? You! What is it like?
Really made no difference.
Really?
Really.
Perfect! That makes my joke work. Okay, so, but their big new thing is that they're trying to replace coffee with 5 Hour Energy. And that just doesn't seem like it should ever work, because coffee, if they didn't know, is the #1 traded commodity after oil. So it's huge, but their new thing is the end of the commercial, they get this Luke Wilson looking guy to just take a shot of 5 Hour Energy, and he's like, wow, that was fast and easy. Really? You took a sip of a drink. That's always been hard. But now 5 Hour Energy, they made it easy. And so he just sits down and kicks up his feet, because he's got all the time in the world to just spare reading the newspaper, of all things. So, let's see where I am. Here we go. Moving on. I've seen a lot of commercials for cars, and all of them require in fine print at the bottom to say, professional driver on a closed course, no matter how ridiculous the premise, including one where the car remains completely stationary and the world moves underneath it. They really don't want you to try to move the world with your mind, because maybe it'll work, and they don't want that happening. You put them out of business. And even one where the driver is an alien who steals the car and sends it back to the Mayan times. Do they think we can do this? Do they? I mean, I would love to be able to do that, actually. Anybody? Can they make that happen? DR? Okay, so, moving on past that. 2 television shows that center around labor jobs, manual labor jobs. And I'm not knocking those at all. They're awesome, and I am very respectful of them. But they don't need to be TV shows. Especially stuff like ice road trucking and parking wars, where they see the hardcore life of meter maids. Yeah, you get to write a ticket. You didn't put money in the meter. But ice road trucking, 900 times out of 900, this is what it consists of. Hey Jim Bob, we got any more jerky? We don't have any more jerky. Break up, this is Sideliner. We need to make a stop for some more jerky. We have been approved for jerky. And so, that's about all they do in most ice road trucking. So, moving on to another commercial that I've seen for the ASPCA. And they are terrorists. They are terrorists, and they are trying to make us scared and feel bad, because you've seen these commercials, obviously, because you're laughing. They put this little cat up on the screen. And if that wasn't enough, now they tell you the cat's name and what happened. This is Boots. And he was left in the street. Won't you help him? and then they'll show you the little three-legged dog and the one-eyed cat, and you can't help but change the channel because you can't handle seeing it anymore. You just can't handle it. It's too much to bear. You can't be sad. You can't ever be sad. That's a terrible thing. You don't want to be sad. And so I'm reaching the end of my set here. I used to have some jokes about Charlie Sheen, but I can't follow his career anymore. He's on 2.5 Men. He's not on 2.5 Men. He's insane. He's always insane. And so now I'm going to have to finish up my set, but how am I going to do it? Am I going to do it like some comedians with a callback, which is where I reference a previous joke? I could say, this one's fast and easy, and then just walk off. Or I could tell a really big, huge joke, but I think I already used that. Or, me personally, what I do is I just...